I'm Jack Straw, I'm the leader of the House of Commons, and I've got the happy task of trying to put through reform of the House of Lords in a situation where all sides have got a free vote. But at the last election, we fought in the Labour Party on an agreed manifesto to remove the hereditary peers, the 92 remaining hereditary peers in the House of Lords, and to move to a reformed House of Lords which would be, quote, more representative. Over the last 9 months, I've been discussing this intensely in government, in the House of Commons and with the House of Lords, and in a cross-party group. And I've published a white paper which sets out a way forward, because all the parties, but particularly the Labour Party, Radical Party, is committed to reform of the Lords, and all parties accept that the status quo is not an option. But to get there, after so many decades of controversy, we're going to have to take it a bit slowly, and we're going to have to do what we can to get a consensus. That's what I sought to achieve in the all-party talks. What are we proposing? We're proposing that there should be a so-called hybrid House, part elected, part appointed. We won't know the exact proportion until the free vote takes place in the House of Commons sometime before Easter, but it's likely to be, I guess, somewhere between 50 and 80%. Everybody's agreed that 20% of the seats should be appointed for so-called non-party political people. We've obviously agreed the hereditaries should go. Why are we doing this when people say, well, the House of Lords isn't broke? No, it's not broke, but a recent poll for the Hansard Society suggested that just 6% of the British people supported the kind of all-appointed House that we have today. 92% wanted change to either wholly or partially elected chamber. One of the objections to reform of the Lords is that people say that it will take away automatically power from the Commons. And they say as soon as you move towards any kind of election, it will suck the power from this end, from the Commons. I don't accept that. If you look at other countries, there is no necessary connection between whether you have an appointed chamber, an elected chamber, second chamber, and what power they exercise. What I believe, as a Democrat, as a democratic socialist, as a member of the Labour Party for so many years, and as a member of the government for the last 10 years, is that the stronger government becomes, and in this day and age government is strong, the stronger you need a parliament to hold that government to account. It's not a competition, because better accountability actually produces better government. We've made mistakes sometimes when there's not been sufficient accountability. And it is perfectly straightforward to set the rules so the House of Lords does one thing, while the House of Commons does the primary things, the primary functions, like sustains, delivers and kicks out the government of the day, has most ministers answerable to it, has a monopoly over taxation and public spending, and the final say over legislation. We can do all those things and ensure that the House of Lords is no longer wholly appointed, with indeed 92 hereditary peers there too, only there because they are their fathers or their grandfathers or their great-grandfathers' sons. We've been committed in our manifestos for 100 years to reform of the Lords. This is a chance at long last to get this right.